And this is a match I think a lot of people were really looking forward to heading into tonight, Jake.
Yeah, Kaynan and Giancarlo were the names being thrown around by a lot of fans and a lot of media pundits. Just seeing who was going to make it to the final, who was speculated to make it to the final.
Kaynan in on a single leg to start this match off.
Immediately.
Wasting no time. Trying to put Giancarlo down.
Going through a big effort. Good recovery by Giancarlo.
Oh, Kaynan trying to get to the back now. Behind the hips of Giancarlo. Good start here for Kaynan Duarte.
Dragging him down to the ground. Giancarlo staying patient. Understands that he can't afford to let that left knee touch.
Giancarlo tries to roll through.
So we've seen Gary Tonin do that motion to defend this back body lock.
One minute in, Kaynan Duarte in a good position on Giancarlo Bodoni. Giancarlo blocking that left knee of Kaynan.
Now able to pull him down to the ground just for a second. Now Kaynan gets him down, trying to lift the legs, and right back on that back body lock.
Great awareness by Giancarlo, getting back to this position, avoiding points. Kaynan trying to trip that inside leg, break Giancarlo down.
Giancarlo now inverting.
It's going to be 2 points for Kaynan for the takedown. Pushing Giancarlo's legs toward the mat. Trying to keep his knee line free.
At certain points in Kainan's career, he has been caught with some of these no-gi-specific leg attacks, but able to evade that situation.
This is a position we've seen Kaynan in all night, this knee cup position, trapping the leg, trying to beat the knee shield. Passed the guard to Haisam Rita twice in his first match, the quarterfinal.
He has a need to change up his game plan in response to either Haisam or Dante, his first two opponents in the day.
There we saw knee cuts and him forcing the half guard position.
Yeah, usually when he's able to get that deep underhook, he goes back and forth. Right now, that right hand on the hip, he's looking to be able to potentially block the leg, the far leg, and look for an underhook to force half guard.
We did see some great setups and attacks from bottom position from Giancarlo earlier today. Has an amazing guard, as we talked about, very well-rounded. Showed some great takedown skills. Great attacks from bottom. We know he's a great passer as well.
Giancarlo looking for a small inversion underneath. Perhaps felt some danger impending.
And trying to beat that knee shield once again. It's a strategy that we've seen him use a lot, and that sometimes takes a bit of time for him to really wear down his opponent.
I think what it allows him to do as well is also make some reads on what his opponent's tendencies are. When he's just kind of coming forward and providing little changes and little movements here and there to see how Giancarlo is going to react. But Giancarlo also is a very intelligent competitor on bottom. He's not going to extend himself too far. And right now, I mean, we're just nearing the halfway point of the match. Giancarlo has had a look on a leg entanglement. Now he's looking for the false reap. Kind of deals with it. Giancarlo holds a victory over a teammate of Kaynan Duarte, Lucas Barbosa.
Giancarlo trying to get under the leg, into the single leg X. Kaynan steps out of it.
Yeah, interesting. He forced the reap even further and slid his leg out. Now getting into that half guard position that we talked about earlier, Danny. And as soon as he gets in there, the crowd starts chanting he's gonna pass.
Strong position for Kaynan. Great recovery by Giancarlo. One thing that his team talks about quite a bit is the importance of positional escapes and retention and being able to recover to a better position. And he did an excellent job of that there. You can tell that's something he works on quite a bit in the training room.
Giancarlo in on the leg. But every time, Kaynan just make sure to get his knee line safe and evade that position before proceeding with another pass attempt. 4 minutes left.
And controlling that top shin.
This left hand grip on the ankle, Kaynan has also been implementing effectively all day today. Switching between the ankle grip and posting on the hip and fighting to get his elbow inside. That usually leads him to go to half guard.
Kaynan almost floating now over Giancarlo's grip and his guard. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Oh, Kaynan now improves his position quite a bit.
Here we go. Body
Gets
lock.
to the half guard again.
Looked like he might have had a subtle look at possibly even mounting right there, but settles into half guard with only 2 minutes left.
This is the final of the 2024 IBJJF Absolute No-Gi Grand Prix. Kaynan won the Absolute Grand Prix in the gi back in 2022. Looking for his second Absolute GP title and looking to be the first gi and no-gi Absolute GP champion. His team, Atos Jiu-Jitsu, has done incredible work, winning all their matches thus far.
Yeah, if Kaynan is victorious here, it'll be a perfect day for both Atos and AOJ. Back in half guard. This is going to net him another advantage, assuming he does not pass. Just 1 minute in this, our final match of the day. Kaynan Duarte, Atos Jiu-Jitsu versus Giancarlo Bodoni of New Wave. The matchup everybody expected to happen.
Kaynan started the match really strong, took Giancarlo down. Since then, he's been using his knee cut passing, forcing the half guard position, using his passing to score advantages, of which he has 3 right now.
Giancarlo trying to make an elevation happen and make up this 2 points, but he's got advantages to make up as well. 20 seconds.
Clock is winding down. Giancarlo tries to shoot in, sits to his guard. And it's going to be Kaynan Duarte who wins his second IBJJF Absolute Grand Prix title. He's an Absolute Grand Prix gi champion and an Absolute Grand Prix no gi champion.
Unprecedented moves from Kaynan Duarte. Atos perfect on the day. And that man does it again.
Kaynan Duarte absolutely dominant throughout the day here at this IBJJF Absolute No Gi Grand Prix.
And your champion is Kaynan Duarte.
Kaynan Duarte is the IBJJF Absolute No Gi Grand Prix champion. Gets the win in the final over the always tough Giancarlo Bodoni, who also put on a tremendous performance. Kaynan is going to get his $40,000 check and GP trophy. Let's take a look at the replay. Kaynan and Giancarlo both dominant on their respective sides of the bracket. Meet in this final, highly anticipated clash. Kaynan starts it off with a takedown, gets 2 points, and the rest of the match was Kaynan putting the pressure on top, working his knee cut passing, trying to force the half guard. Giancarlo did an amazing job recovering positions whenever Kaynan had him in a precarious situation. But it was Kaynan who came out on top. And we're going to kick it over to Jake, who's going to catch up with Kaynan, the Absolute No Gi GP champion. As we mentioned earlier, both Atos and AOJ had tremendous nights tonight. Both went undefeated here in Costa Mesa. And now I'll kick it over to Jake and Kaynan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the first man to be victorious as the Absolute Gi and Absolute No Gi Grand Prix champion, Kaynan Duarte. Kaynan, how are you feeling about that, man? How does that sound?
Man, I feel amazing. What a great day to be alive.
Absolutely. I mean, you have seen success in so many different organizations, gi, no gi. Going against Giancarlo Bodoni, a lot of people thought that you guys would make it to the final. Did you have that plan at all? What was the game plan going into this tournament?
Man, first of all, I want to thank you, God, Jesus Christ, give me like strength and courage to do this, you know, because a lot of people see this, just think it as a regular match, but I really appreciate all my opponents because I know how hard it is to keep up and step in this match. I want to say thank you so much for my coach, André Galvão, and his wife, Angelica. We did great. Everyone that I show up here today from Atsu won. So we're just proving that we're the best. Hey.
Kaynan, this is obviously a huge victory. Where can we expect to see you next? Is there any matchups on your mind that you'd like to partake in?
Definitely. I'm always willing to take a challenge, you know. That's what keeps me motivated. I think soon I want to compete against Mergali again. He was here. He said that I didn't have a pressure, but he's out, man. So I can't wait to take on him again and hopefully get the win.
Well, Kaynan, congratulations. It's always a pleasure to see you compete. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your Absolute Grand Prix champion.